Hello, thank you everybody for joining me today. My name is Tom Devine. I am with AVPro, and I am really excited to share another new product with you guys. This is going to be a quick product training. I know I do have it slated for an hour. I do not think we will be using all this time. I'm sure it'll be around 30 minutes. I do want to let you know that this is a product that you may be familiar with if you have been selling or using our extenders, and I can kind of get into that in a little bit. But before we get into that, let me know, make sure that you can hear me okay, make sure that you can see me okay. In the GoToWebinar control panel, if you are watching this live, you have a questions area. You can just let me know. You can type in your questions, any questions that you have. If you have a question, that probably means it's going to help the training. It's letting me know that I can hear and see me. I appreciate you guys giving me that feedback. I can get that right away. And then if you are watching this on YouTube later as a recording, no problem. Put your questions in the comments. We will be sure to answer those right away. If at all anything changes throughout the time, I did have a little bit of audio problems with my microphone yesterday, so hopefully that's not the case. Just let me know, and we will get right into training here. So today I'm talking about this product right here, guys. This is the AC-CXWP-KVM-KIT. But what this is a HDMI and USB extension kit that is able to send HDMI in one direction, USB the other direction over one single category cable. And this is the ideal solution for classrooms and conference rooms that are using interactive displays. So that would be like the general term that a lot of people know is a smart board. It works directly with smart boards, but smartboard is a brand, right? So there's a lot of people and a lot of companies making these smartboard type displays that are going to have computer capabilities, touchscreen capabilities, movement and drawing capabilities, but also be able to show an image on screen. And those are called interactive displays. Every modern classroom is, of course, I try to move my microphone closer and that's what happens. I'm pretty willy-nilly with my hands here. Sorry, guys. And so sorry. So every classroom has these interactive displays. And because all these classrooms now have these interactive displays, the chalkboard, the green board, the whiteboard, that can all be used on this interactive display. But what presenters want to do is they would have a desk on the other side of the room, the teacher's desk. This is where they may have a desktop computer or a laptop computer. And what they can do is they can utilize this device in order to send signals so that the interactive display works just as their laptop computer, even though their laptop is sitting across the room or in a secure location in a teacher's hub or something like that. So this way, you're now able to manipulate your screen, open files, run presentations, play videos, all through your interactive display by just touching it and manipulating it. And we send these USB signals 40 meters away to where the computer is. And at that same time, we're taking the display, the monitor, and we're sending that signal 40 meters to that interactive display. And that interactive display is not just acting as a whiteboard and something you can manipulate. It's working as your computer desktop. And so that is what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm going to show you what makes this up, how we came up with this project, or this concept of a product, and then we're going to go even further and look at how these were installed already in over 200 classrooms in Arizona, working without a hitch. So let's get into it. Before I go into the presentation completely, I'll turn into the PowerPoint and we can look at it. I just want to do a quick unboxing. We kind of just look at what we are going to get with this unit. So right away, you're going to have a receiver. So this is going to be your HDBaset receiver unit. This is slated for 18 gigabits per second, 4K 60, 444 signaling, using ICT technology and HDBaset technology in order to make that happen. Then we have a wall plate. This is going to give you your information. It's going to cover up. This is where, you can kind of see, but maybe not, but we'll get into pictures closer of exactly what it says on here. We do keep this very sleek so that if this isn't a finished room and it's against the wall right here, there's no way that anybody is able to see all the, branding and logos. It's very, very clean, keeps for a very, very clean and sleek finish anywhere you install these. And then this is the actual wall plate unit. So this is what this is the transmitter. So this is where you would connect your computer. This is where you connect your category cable to the back of it. And then you end up putting, this is mounted into any dual gang mud ring, you can put this directly on top of it for that sleek, clean finish. And so that's what we have. We're sending sending signals from here to here, HDMI, and we're sending USB from here to here. We can actually send USB the same way as well because it's bi-directional USB. So we'll talk about that here. But this is what we're going to learn about today, guys. It's a really, really cool product. If you guys are familiar with our point-to-point extensions, that's what we do at AVPro Edge. We are all about taking HDMI signals, sending them long distances, keeping the latency low, keeping your stability extremely high, and keeping the optimized picture very, very optimized, because that's where we got our starters from color calibration and display calibration, and we take that engineering and we put it into our point-to-point extenders. I do have a question right here. Would this work with a PlayStation, Xbox USB power and control for their motion devices? It's USB 2.0, so it does about 100 megabits per second on the USB line. I have not tested it with the USB power control for the motion devices. I would assume like that would be, Kinect, or for Xbox and maybe PlayStation's VR, or if they have, those little Joy-Cons. I have not tried those, so I couldn't tell you for sure. But Paul, if they use signalings under 100 megabits per second and they use USB 2.0 protocols, then yes, we can send that data transfer that far. Now, this isn't going to be where you are going to be able to really charge or power like a phone or a device. It's going to get such a small amount of power. It is definitely for data transfer more than that USB would be a USB port where you'd plug in a thing to charge your phone. Just to keep that clear. So how we started with data transfer, first off, is we started with point-to-point extension. So here is our best-selling extender. This is an 18 gigabit per second point-to-point. This is the transmitter. This is the receiver. So you plug your source in here. You go 40 meters over category 6, and then you plug it in here. You connect this to a display. Bada bing, bada boom, you have 18 gigabit per second 4K signaling with all the HDR metadata that's still intact, ready to be displayed on your screen. So we made those, and then we had integrators ask for a little bit more. So you can see this is a little bit bigger, but this is still a 40-meter point-to-point kit, but we added USB. So you can see each one has a USB hub where you're able to host it, and then where you can connect to the devices. So they can go bi-directional USB. So this is the kind of big brother to our normal EX40-444. This is the EX40-444 Plus that does that extra USB. Now, when we were working with a specific integrator on installing these, they were so excited they wanted to use these in their classrooms, but there wasn't a great place to put this. There wasn't an in-room rack for the receiver. It didn't fit nicely underneath a desk how they wanted it with the type of desk that they were using, so they needed an in-wall mount. And so that is where this product came to be, because the product that we just looked at is basically the exact same product, but now we have changed the chassis so that we can get this really, really clean, sleek finish with the transmitter, keeping that on the wall directly next to the teacher's desk or where the presenter would keep their computer. So now that we looked at that, guys, let's get into the presentation. Let's look at the nuts and bolts. Let's look at some applications. Let's figure out how you can use this, how you can talk to your clients about wanting to install this, and how you can really, better your clients' installs by utilizing a product such as this. I'm going to share my screen here. All right. Okay, looks like I have my PowerPoint up. This is, as I said, we'll kind of jump over a lot of these things, guys. This is a presentation that'll be available to you. It's available on our website afterwards, so you can always use it or share things from it or reference it later. But some of the things I already covered. We can kind of skip over some of that. The things that I didn't cover, I'll definitely make sure that I'm hitting that really hard and make sure that you guys are pumping in with those questions. So as we can see, point to point, we got it all dialed in with the screws, and you can see really how nice that looks. Like I said, here's that USB where you're going to connect it to your computer. It's the same kind of connection that even like this microphone uses. Is very, very common. That's a USB-B type. And then we have the USB-A type, you know, your standard USB. So this device right here, this host connects to the devices connected here. And this host right here connects to the devices connected here. So it can be bi-directional USB. The HDMI is not bi-directional. It's going to go from the transmitter to the receiver. Now, what sets this product apart is that it's built for 4K 60 444 signaling. That's the highest specification. That's 18 gigabits per second, the most data that can be flowed through an HDMI 2.0 pipeline. We have made sure that this product is able to handle all those products inside that pipeline. And we do that using two methods. We use HDBaset technology. That's how we are sending the signal over a category cable. And then we use ICT compression. This is just a light color compression that makes that 18 gigabit per second signal small enough so that we can send it down that HDBaset pipeline. And that's how we're able to do bidirectional USB using HDBaset technology, but then still also get that really high quality video. So this becomes the ideal classroom solution. And it's as we just pointed out before, it is a dual gang HDBaset transmitter. It's a part of the ConferX lineup, so it's going to work with all of the other ConferX products. It's going to you know, mesh and match with installs that use other ConferX lines, and it's going to fit in that classroom, conference room type area. It supports all signals from the latest laptops. This includes the newest MacBook Pros, the MacBook Airs, the newest ThinkPads, any of the new laptops and desktop computers that are out right now. The graphic cards that those are out, or the signals that those graphic cards are outputting, are the type of signals that this was built for. That's going to help you down the line. You know, you're ready for the newest and the best, making sure that this product is going to be installed and then be able to use for a long time afterwards. It really cleans up the workplace with the new setting. You don't have to hide this under, you know, you don't have the receiver, which is, this is normally how it would be, is you would have a little rack mount, or, you know, you have your little heads right here. Here's your desk, and you put it underneath your desk, and then you can connect things in through, you know, a little hole or in the top of the desk. Well, if you want to have this on the outside, so teachers can come and go, we can use, other people can do laptops. That's where that really cleaning up that workplace, getting rid of those wires, and having it be a sleek wall plate comes into play. And then one of the huge benefits of using something like this is security. Now you can keep your actual physical computer 40 meters away from where you're using it, meaning that if you do have a classroom full of kids that are smart and know a lot about technology and IT, possibly more than the computer or the teacher, you know, there's ways that you can set your computer, and then the monitor, your IT department can monitor and check what is being accessed through that specific port while your computer stays in a nice secure server rack or in a teacher's hub. Really, really cool way to use this. And then, you know, data access security, that's the same thing. You know, nobody can get to your computer if you have it locked up, and then you just have the monitor, the keyboard, the mouse, other places, all through one USB line that can be monitored. And you know, your IT department can put limitations on what kind of signals and what kind of information can be accessed through that USB port. So let's take a closer look. You know, I mean, you guys saw on the screen, but this kind of gives you, you know, that clear picture taken by our great photographer, Nick, where you can see that this has these very, very faint gray silk print that's going to really break it all down, make sure that anybody who's up close knows exactly what to use, knows that this is the USB side, knows that this is the video. You have control, you have your status lights. This actually has audio return channel, so ARC support. So it depends on where you want to extract or input your audio. You have those options with a little toggle here, and using the ports on here. You on the top right here, you have an EDID management key that you can dial around, and then you can kind of control exactly what signals are upcoming and incoming. And it also has a built-in downscaler, so that if you do have a legacy projector and you have the newest laptop, you don't have to have a separate scaling unit. You can actually just play the 4K signal directly out of that laptop, and we can downscale to 1080p to use it with a legacy classroom projector, which is extremely common these days. And so this is going to be the full feature list. I don't need to list all of these. You guys can definitely read them. But this does everything that you would want from a point-to-point extender, because it was originally a point-to-point extender that we would then design to optimize for the classroom and the conference room. Some of the things that are the big ones to point out here are going to be downscaling, audio return channel, EDID management, audio extraction, CEC pass-through, bidirectional USB at the same time as HDMI 2.0 at 18 gigabits per second. You have ESD protection circuitry, so that's on your inputs and your outputs. We aren't cheaping out on the ports. We're making sure that we're using extremely high quality components that have leniency, so that if there is any kind of crazy signals or electricity current coming through, that we have the buffers in place. And so this is what I was talking about before. This has already been installed in over 300 classrooms. That's throughout Arizona. That is originally when what this was developed for. And this is actually a picture of the classroom where this was installed. So you can see they have an interactive display at the front of the classroom, and then at the back of the classroom, here's where the teacher's desk would be. And the teacher has a computer and they have their local monitor, but then they send USB signals so that they have their USB signal connected right here through this yellow cable. Then we have video signals going out into the HDMI, and then it goes 40 meters hidden in the ceiling or in the walls to come out here, so we have no cable showing at all. We have the receiver mounted behind the interactive display. It's very slim, so you can fit it back there with nobody ever seeing it. Then we're able to come out that USB into our interactive display, and with that connection, that's where the connection goes, where now I can put my fingers on the screen and manipulate it. I can control, I can access files, I can get into different browsers, I can control presentations. It acts like a mouse and keyboard all through that USB connection that's going to be with your computer. But then you're going, how can I see what's even on my computer screen? And that is through this white signal, where you would have a 18 gigabit per second 4K HDMI cable that's going to go directly into this display. And now this huge display is showing your desktop. It really is a way that we're bringing learning to the next level. We're making sure that the kids in the classroom are 100% engaged, and that the teachers that are doing these presentations and doing these lessons, they're not hindered on how to present and how to get this information. If they have it on their computer, they can show it to everybody in a wide, clear way. And this is your main way that you're going to use this. This is USB is how we're using interactive display, but of course we can extend other types of USB signals as well than just the controls for interactive display, and we'll look at those as well. So this would be another way that you would use this, right? You have your secure rack. This is in away from wherever your classroom is going to be. This could be a conference room. This could be a retail space. This could be at a hotel. This could be the conference rental conference room, so that you can keep your computer very secure, but then you can have a mouse, a keyboard locally in that classroom, have the monitor so you can see what's happening with the computer, but nobody has direct access to it, keeping it much more secure. Another great way to use USB extension and HDMI at the same time. And because it does have two USB ports, you can plug in two things at the same time. This is how we would have multiple classrooms. A lot of times when you get to a classroom, each maybe section will have a wing, or in a lot of middle schools they will have like a 6 classroom or a 4 classroom area, and everybody's a part of these different teams. If you get to higher education, each one of the departments will have a different area, and a lot of times each one of those will have a teacher's lounge or a secure area where an IT department, it has secure rack, a media closet where they will have network switches racked up, and they will then can have server computers racked up so that each one of these classrooms doesn't have to have the computer in the actual physical classroom. They could just have a small part that had a monitor that was mounted on the wall and a close keyboard and mouse that could connect to this receiver unit, and then we can keep that rack computer in that secure rack. So now you may have 4, 6, 8 rack computers. You put these wall plates mounted cleanly in that wall, and now you can come directly out of that rack and send those signals as far as you wanted. If you didn't want to put these wall plates in there, then you can go with the solution of the EX40 Plus. That's going to give you that same capability, but you don't have the wall plate. It's really a very, very cool way and a very useful way for you to give security to your installations and give the users peace of mind knowing that they don't have a chance of people getting access to their information. So where are we going to use these? We're going to use these in interactive displays and smart boards. We're going to keep your computer and server secure. And then for auditoriums, speakers, halls, different places like that, where the presenter is going to be at a far place and we have the projector at a different spot and the computer could be potentially at a different spot. These are all different ways that I could think of that we can use this. Now, the real potentials are endless. This does everything under the USB 2.0 specification. Around 100 megabits per second is what you're going to get. So you know that this is ready to send USB signals. I mean, a few different USB devices that I can think of offhand would be like a microphone, a camera, a keyboard, a mouse, so many, everything runs on USB. Now, if you plug something directly to your computer, we know how that works. Let's say we're going to use Teams, or we're going to use, GoToWebinar right here, the kind of software that I'm using for video conferencing that we're doing all the time. Well, this is a very robust tool for that, because now what I'm able to do is when I plug that microphone into my my receiver right here, and I have my computer connected to this 40 meters away, and I'm on Teams on my computer, well, what I can do is I'm able to actually choose, no, I don't want to use my internal microphone. I want to use this microphone that's attached via USB. The computer system doesn't know that it's 40 meters away going through an extension set. All the computer knows is that it has access to control this USB device, and we know that it's remote 40 meters away, which is really, really cool. This is all done using the power of HDBaseT. You know, HDBaseT, HDMI, HDCP, we use the technology that these powerhouse organizations are developing, and we take the specifications that they standardize and that they make for us, and then we have our engineers go to town and we manipulate that so we can get the biggest, highest, best possible, fastest possible signal with the most data, and we're able to send it long distances. And we do it through these organizations that we work with. These are our partners. HDMI and HDCP. HDMI, that is what we're plugging into every single source and plugging into every display. HDCP, that's making sure we can run movies and secure content that is protected. And then HDBaseT, that is the true magics of AVPro Edge's products. With HDBaseT, we're able to send these signals extremely long distances over one single category cable and keep it reliable. When you see an AVPro Edge product that is using HDBaseT technology, you know that that product was built to last. We have a ton of online resources available. You can go to avprotech.com. We'll check it out after we're done with here. You can get quick start guides and pictures and diagrams and all sorts of different things. We also have a really good case study that we'll take a look at too. This does have a 10-year warranty. That's for all of AVPro Edge's products, but it's not to be forgotten. When you install an AVPro Edge product, you're doing it with confidence, knowing that AVPro Edge has got your back. We are here for integrators. We're here for installers. We're here for the people that use our products. We know we don't have a company without you. So we do everything we can to make sure that you are taken care of. And one of the main ways we do that is with our 10-year warranty and our tech support ecosystem. When you call in for a ticket or create a ticket or have a problem for any problem that you're working on in an installation that includes AVPro Edge, we do not just support our product, we'll support that entire installation, making sure that you're up and going, making sure that if there's anything that we can do to help, we will get through it. And we always make sure that you are taken care of from start to finish, following up if not be. And because of that, we can offer this 10-year warranty, because if you do have a problem, 99.9% of the time you give us a call, tech support will have you up and running in no time. If there is a problem, we will send a product out, a replacement product out to you before you even send that other one out, not making sure that you don't have to, take down a customer system for a week or two. We are here as the AVPro is the integrator's advocate. This is what's going to come in the box. You're going to have the power supply. As you can see, it's only one, because it's going to use PoE wherever you're going to power the receiver, and it's going to power that transmitting wall plate. You have your you can mount the receiver. You have your connectors for those RS-232 and audio. If you need little legs or little rubber feet for your receiver, you can put them right here in these little holes that are built in. And then we have the screws for mounting the wall plate and different things like that. If you need more information, go to the website. It's up and available. You can check out the specs here. We'll visit the website right here so that we can see. So let me pull up over here. So this is going to be the website, avprotech.com. If you go to avprotech.com, you go to products. Here's going to be the list of all of our products. If we want to check into our extenders, we can kind of see if we can find some transmitters and receivers. Here we go. This is exactly what we're looking for. Now I can have my 40-meter USB KVM extender wall plate. And I haven't really talked a little bit about KVM, but KVM stands for keyboard video mouse. So as I've talked about keyboard, video, mouse, and I've talked about USB, that's all about it. The video comes from the HDMI extension. The keyboard and the mouse comes from the USB extension and the two ports. Now we're able to use KVM has become an industry term, but it's gone so much further beyond that I've chosen in this training to talk a lot about USB extension alongside HDMI extension. But this is your true KVM solution. So if you do have a system that is calling for a KVM solution, this is exactly what that product is. That's exactly what this product does, and we have a really good video on YouTube that you can check out that kind of breaks down all of our KVM solutions. You can see all the different resources and things here. That's going to be you can get your data sheets and your quick start guides. You can check out the full features. You get all your key features of some different reasons to use this product. And then more importantly, we have this case study. So how you can get to the case studies, if you go to avprotech.com and then you go to our case studies, we just finished this one. This is through the Queen Creek School District, and this is a extremely cool install. This can be really used as a tool that is going to allow you to use help you sell this product. We did have a question come in, so I'm going to check that out. Is it 100 megabits for each USB or total? That would be total. 100 megabits total. It's 100 megabits per second is going to be the USB total channel line. Thank you so much for that question there, Paul. All right, and so this has happened in the Queen Creek Unified School District. Over 200 classrooms were installed. This has a great video. We don't have to go through this whole video. I do suggest you guys check this out at some point, though. It talks about how this solution happened. We get to hear from this contractor from the school district and how they came about this. Some different people. Some looks at the installation. who worked on it, and you get some looks at the product that used it. This is going to be a great way for you guys to help you sell this product, talk to this product, and look at this product on how, look, this product is working right now in hundreds of classrooms, and it's working really well. And these classrooms are as future-proof as you possibly can, making sure that it's doing that 18 gigabits per second 4K video that most classrooms aren't able to handle. So that will all break it down, but you get some nice pictures here. It kind of tells you exactly how the product came about, who worked on it, how the solution was used, pictures of exactly inside the classroom and it being mounted to the wall, quotes from everybody involved. This is definitely a really cool way that you're able to share this product, and you can really see how that, you know, us working with the school district, CCS, HDBaset, we've all came together to produce this solution that's really unique. So I would definitely use this to your advantage as much as you can. That's once again under the news and then case study section. This is going to be a really, really good tool to use when talking about this product. Now we are going to we are shipping these right now. We have these in stock. You can put in orders today if you want to get your hands on it, start playing with the USB. You know, you can order one up today. We can get it out, still sent out today, so that you'll get it very, very early next week. We do have quick shipping options if you have last minute install that you need to get some USB and HDMI extension in. No problem, we can definitely help you out that way. Other than that, it has been the training for the AC-CXWP-KVM-KIT. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to just reach out directly to me. My email is tom@avproglobal.com. You can give us a call, 605-274-6055, and we'll have someone standing by that can tell you all about these really cool products. Visit our website, and then definitely look out for future trainings. I appreciate you guys checking out today, and we'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much.